Pornography has increased dramatically because of the international nature of Internet. The possibility exists for users to access porn content from any country totally illegal. It is clear that nowadays Internet pornography is easily accessible, available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, free and private. Pornography are becoming an addiction for some people. Some sites recovery often associate addictions to Internet pornography to the combination of masturbation and orgasm, simultaneous that shocking performers.
Evasion on privacy. Evasion on privacy in the Internet is very common social level. Many people are observed without realizing.
To prevent this from happening, the first thing you should do is learn about the site you are attending to see if it is safe.
If there is no problem, but we should not give too much personal information because you don't know who is behind the Internet.
If you happen to receive message or questionable addresses, must notify an adult or a law enforcement officer to avoid negative consequence in your life. We should always give the least possible personal information to avoid being persecuted on the Internet.
We're gonna talk about hackers. What is a hacker?
In ACT, hacker is a person who is dedicated with unusual intensity to know and modify the enormous aspects of devices, programs and computer networks. Thanks to this knowledge, a hacker can often get solutions and extraordinary effects that exceed the limits of normal systems operation, as envisioned by its creators, including, for example, to circumvent the barriers that are supposed to keep track of certain systems and access to certain information. Hackers are necessary skill programs, but are not necessary discipline. Many are young people, especially students, from middle level to graduate.
Because they devote a lot of time researching and experimenting, hackers tend to have reduced social activity and fit the stereotype of the nerd.
Their motivations are varied, including curiosity, professionalism, vanity, competitive spirit, patriotism, activism, or even a crime. Hackers who use their knowledge for immoral, illegal, or harmful purposes are called crackers.
Pedophilia in internet, it's very easy to start talking to somebody who we don't know. The people that are more easy to talk to are the teenagers under 18 because, for example, a child with 10 years have no idea of the problems that internet could have.
People can give to us false information and make us think that they are a totally different person, like lie about age, sex, image. They could convince us to give to them photographs and videos and accept from them, have dates with them, convince them to escape from home to meet that fake person, to make the victims think that they have to give to her friend all she needs. They could convince to steal their parents, to give to his friends, kidnappers, could happen and rapes, that mafia could accept this way to their business.
Now, we are going to show a little advertisement about a case of pedophilia in Portugal.
Lembra-se dos últimos anos com o seu filho?
As noites de Natal,
As festas de aniversário,
as passagens de ano,
as férias de verão,
os inícios de aulas.
os invernos e verões.
Foram dias cheios de acontecimentos.
Foram anos de novidades, surpresas, gargalhadas e travessuras.
Lembra-se dos últimos anos com o seu filho?
Eu não. Pedro hoje faz os 27 anos. Não o vejo desde os 11. Nunca vou desistir de o procurar.
Se tiver alguma informação que possa ajudar a encontrar o Rui Pedro, por favor, diga-nos.
Nunca é tarde para ajudar. Foi o filho da Filomena, mas podia ter sido o seu.
Há ainda em Portugal mais de 60 crianças e menores desaparecidos. São traficadas para exploração sexual todos os anos mais de 3 milhões de crianças. O tráfico verifica-se em todos os países do mundo e está a aumentar.
Nowadays, children, teenagers, adults and old people are addicted to internet. Likewise, they depended of it. Then, they become sedentaries, getting far from the real world, which is dangerous, because they isolate themselves from the people, the real people, and create virtual friendships, and although they go to the cinema or go out with people, they stay in the internet. Because of the internet, people stay sedentary, they don't do breaks, and instead they eat in the kitchen alone or whatever, they can eat in front of the computer to stay in the internet like sedentary persons, mainly because they don't have other kind of activity.
The use of internet service or software with internet access to defraud victims or to otherwise take advantage of them. For example, by stealing personal information, which can ever lead to identity theft.
Internet service can be used to present fraudulent solicitations, to prospective victims to conduct fraudulent transactions, or to transmit the proceeds of fraud to financial institutions or to other connect with the scheme.
A very common form of internet fraud is the distribution of rogue security software.
Internet fraud can occur in the chat rooms, email, message boards, or on websites.
Bullying on internet.
Adolescence is an intermediate stage between childhood and adulthood. It's a period in which young people are building their social identity, have feelings and behavior such as aggression, sadness, happiness, among others. However, adolescence seeks integration social in certain groups with certain characteristics, such as how if is fat or skinny, handsome or ugly, rich or poor, using clothes expensive, famous brands. Therefore, they adopt the same attitude that can often lead the practice of bullying and cyberbullying. Bullying, online bullying, is when a person or a group of people use the internet, email, online games, or any other kind of digital technology to treat them, tease, upset, or humiliate someone else.
The same happens when a child, pretend, or a teen is tormented, treated, erased, humiliated, embarrassed using the internet, interactive and digital technologies, or mobile phones. Bullying is when a person is psychologically assaulted by strangers, nicknames or other constraints. Cyberbullying is easier for attackers because they can do it anonymously in various social networks, sites like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, YouTube, through emails or text messages with offense contents.
God knows what he's hiding in those weak and drunken hearts. I guess he kissed the girls and made them cry, those hard-faced queens of misadventure. God knows what he's hiding in this world of emptiness. Fiery thrones of beauty, angels giving love, but getting nothing back. Oh, people, help the people. people. And if you're homesick, give me your hand and I'll hold it. People, help the people. Nothing will drag you down. Oh, and if I had to pray, oh, and if I had to pray.
It is common among teenagers today find the pages of the internet speak ill of a person or group of people. Attackers often rely on the advantage of anonymity because they impersonate other people using false names, hindering identification by victims. The attackers are people without limits, insensitive, using the virtual environment indiscriminately, taking a prejudiced and criminal posture. Cyberbullying is practiced among adolescents but also occurs frequently among adults. Some victims of cyberbullying are attacked in such aggressive manners that are taken to community suicide. Many of these cases begin when intimate photos or videos of victims are introduced on the internet.
Take 1. What is identity self? Identity self is any type of fraud that results in the loss of personal data, such as passwords, usernames, bank details, or credit card numbers. Identity self online is also sometimes known as phishing. Identity self is not a new phenomenon. Now that identity self has adopted the online form, criminals create layouts for a number of people far superior, which make the business more profitable.